My name is Bogumila Wasiluk. I have been working for many years at Nordmann, and today I have the pleasure of presenting to you the synergistic combination of two active substances providing quick relief for sensitive skin. These substances are Stimutex AS and alpha-fluoroscutellaria CB. Why do we talk about sensitive skin? It is a very common phenomenon, and about 70% of consumers worldwide are affected by the problem of sensitive skin. And additionally, when it comes to the demand for cosmetic products, also 83% of consumers are actively seeking products designed for sensitive skin, and this is the highest demand in history. What does sensitive skin mean? Sensitive skin is a condition described by visible signs such as redness and erythema, and by sensory feelings such as burning, itching, tightness, stinging, and tingling. And sensitive skin is also hyper-reactive skin, which overreacts to factors such as sudden temperature changes, pollution, UV radiation, and some cosmetics or more irritating ingredients in these cosmetics. Sensitive skin is a serious problem that has a very significant impact on quality of life. Because so many consumers experience symptoms of skin sensitivity, and there is a clear demand for effective solutions in this area. Scientists from DSM, the company niche, have created the so-called double active solution, which provides quick relief for sensitive and overreactive skin. And the heart of double active comes from the synergistic combination of 2% Stimutex and 0.5% alpha-fluoroscutellaria. And on the following slides, we have detailed information about each of these raw materials. Stimutex AS is a combination of wax from cereal dregs with argan oil and shea butter extract. And this unique combination works very beneficially on sensitive skin. It significantly reduces the expression of interleukin-1 as a marker of inflammatory reactions, helps reduce itch mediators such as histamine, and also effectively reduces symptoms caused by histamine activity. The main ingredient of Stimutex S is wax from cereal dregs. It is an ingredient that comes from brewing and is processed using supercritical carbon dioxide, and this process allows for obtaining golden pure grain wax, which additionally contains very large amounts of lipids, so necessary for our skin. Another substance in this combination is alpha-fluoroscutellaria CB, and it is an extract from alpine skullcap, which is quite rare and is a raw material that is a very strong natural antioxidant. It inhibits the expression of interleukin-8, which is a marker of inflammatory reactions. It mitigates the effects of urban stress, soothes unpleasant sensations of irritation, and calms the weakened skin barrier. Here, the main substance is alpine skullcap or Scutellaria alpina. It is a rare plant that grows high in the mountains at altitudes from 1,500 to 2,500 meters above sea level. And the environment in which it occurs has shaped its unique and rich chemical profile, which will act as an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. And both of these ingredients, both alpha-fluoroscutellaria and this alpine skullcap, as well as wax from barley sprouts, are produced only by the company DSM. The next slides show what happens in the dermis. Here we have all the processes described in great detail, but I will only briefly mention them. First, we have a compromised skin barrier. Next, we have the activation of the inflammatory cascade, vascular and neuronal hyperreactivity, and the activation of histamine as an itch mediator. And Stimutex S combined with alpha-fluor scutellaria will work on 4 different levels. First, it effectively rebuilds the skin barrier by replenishing lipids, strongly reduces oxidative stress thanks to active substances such as scutellarin, minimizes redness, and effectively reduces the unpleasant sensation of itching, tension, and burning. And in the following slides, we move on to detailed studies that were conducted on this combination. And we have the first study confirming the synergistic effectiveness in alleviating irritations. And to conduct this study, the epicutis epidermis model was used, which was exposed to the known inducer of inflammatory reactions, TNF-alpha, and then the effects of various formulations were examined. A formulation with
Stimutex.
With 2% Stimutex, with 0.5% alpha-fluor scutellaria, and with a combination of 2% Stimutex and 0.5% alpha-fluor scutellaria. And these studies confirmed the synergy of this combination in terms of reducing interleukin alpha. Here we had a reduction of this indicator by 70%. Reduction of interleukin 8 by 39%, and reduction of VEGF by 47%. In the case of the other formulations, the results with alpha-fluor scutellaria alone were slight. However, using 2% Stimutex already achieved better results, but still the synergy of the combination provided the best outcomes. Subsequent studies conducted by the manufacturer are tests with capsaicin, which allowed for the assessment of short-term reactions, and tests with lactic acid. And here we had the evaluation of long-term reactions. The charts on this slide show us studies, the results of soothing studies with capsaicin. And on the first chart, we have the change in redness, which was, there was a reduction of this redness by 11% after using the combination of Stimutex and alpha-fluor scutellaria. Meanwhile, in the next section, we have the reduction of blood vessel hyperreactivity. And here we had a reduction of 26% after 5 minutes and 40% after 15 minutes. The next charts show us the immediate reduction of stinging, itching, and burning, also after the capsaicin test. And here there was a reduction in stinging by 10% after 5 minutes, a reduction in itching by 16%, also after 5 minutes, and a reduction in burning by 15% after 5 minutes. And after 15 minutes, these tests were repeated, and the results were on average 10% higher in each case. The next images show us a visible reduction in skin redness, also after the capsaicin test. And here we had a noticeable reduction in redness already after 5 minutes. However, after 15 minutes, the redness was practically reduced to 0. On the next chart, there is a study confirming the restoration of the skin barrier. And here the condition of the skin barrier was examined. After 2 weeks and after 4 weeks of applying lactic acid, studies confirmed a 7% restoration of the skin barrier over 2 weeks and an improvement of 14% after 4 weeks. And the next charts, here we have the reduction of skin sensitivity. And this study was also conducted using lactic acid, after which the results were checked after 2 weeks and after 4 weeks. After 2 weeks, there was a 27% reduction in the pinching index. Meanwhile, after 4 weeks, we had an improvement of 49%. And the next slide shows the reduction of redness also after irritation with lactic acid. After 2 weeks, there was a significant reduction of this redness. However, after 4 weeks, the redness was practically completely reduced. And finally, a brief summary. What can the combination of 2% Stimutex S and 0.5% alpha-fluorocutellaria do? It is one of the most effective methods for achieving quick relief for sensitive skin. We have a synergy of anti-irritation action, soothing skin reactions, minimizing redness, itching, burning, and stinging. After just 5 minutes, there is a reduction in redness. Also after 2 weeks, and the skin becomes less sensitive after 2 weeks with improved barrier functions. When it comes to applications in cosmetic products, it is an effective neurocosmetic solution for various care products that alleviate symptoms of red and itchy skin. And it can also be used in products after various cosmetic treatments that may irritate the skin. And here we have the effect of reducing this irritation, as well as in products for acne-prone skin that will support its regeneration. That's all from me. Thank you very much. I warmly invite you to the Nordmann booth, where you can order samples and get more details about this combination, as well as other ingredients from DSM and other manufacturers. Thank you, and I warmly invite you.